Hey guys, today I'll be doing a short review of the Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus, which in my opinion is one of the best phones Samsung released this year of the S24 line. So it wasn't the S24 Ultra or the S24 base model, it was the S24 Plus, because I felt it was the only phone that actually had meaningful changes. It looks much more premium. I like how it remembers the iPhone in terms of, the back design remembers a bit of the iPhone because of the square sides. The screen had a big upgrade this year. Now it's HD plus, so 1440p, which is the same resolution the S10, S9, S20 Plus had. So actually, Samsung didn't really upgrade, so they went back on what they used to do really nice. Thankfully, we don't have 1080p screens anymore. As you can see, the screen is really nice. You see the angles, the quality, really sharp. It really feels like you are holding a flagship this time. I didn't really feel like that with the S23 Plus with the 180p screen. Now it's much better. And a really nice screen feature that most YouTubers don't really talk about on this one is that now you have an always-on screen similar to the iPhone 15 Pro Max and 14 Pro Max and whatever the Pro models on the iPhone, the newer ones. So the screen it's always on. So like literally, like even the wallpaper, which is a really cool feature and not many people talk about. The S23, S22, S21, whatever, they don't have this feature, so that's really nice. I think one of the best features of this phone is the screen, as you can see, is like one of the major selling points. But the other things are nice as well. The battery, actually, I thought it would be better. I was getting only like 7 hours of screen on time, so it wasn't that great, to be honest. There are better phones out there with better batteries for the same price. The charging was a really big upgrade, actually. It's so much better now this year, at 45 watts. It was much better, actually. I was getting almost 70% charging in 30 minutes, which is really good, much better than 25 watts as before. As you guys have noticed, I haven't talked about the processor much, which is the weak point on this phone, is if you actually live in Europe or Latin America. Why? As you all know, come on, it's obvious, right? It's the Exynos. Exynos always causing problems. And it's the same thing here. Sure, it's much better. To be honest, it's the best Exynos that you ever had. Cool. It doesn't heat up actually anymore, so that's really good. Okay, we don't have any warm-ups. But you still get some slowdowns when the battery is getting lower or when you use the camera. The phone doesn't feel as fluid as the S23 models that only had Snapdragon. Is it a bad processor? No, it's good, but it's not as good as Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. Now let's talk about the cameras, which are really good on this phone, but they're not great. The S24 Ultra, S23 Ultra, and even the S22 Ultra are better. Look, the features are really good, as you can see. I think the color tuning this year is much more natural, less artificial from Samsung. I think they improved a lot. But their cameras are old. The sensors on this phone are almost 3 years old, so they're not really good. But actually, the selfie camera has been upgraded, which is really good, actually. One of the best selfie cameras that I've tested before. Look at the quality. I took this picture. It's really good. That's a picture of my friend with the back cameras. Look, the main camera from the S24 Plus is as big as some zoom cameras from the other Chinese brands, The sensor is not that big anymore. They just need to upgrade this phone urgently. Look, the moon photo. Everyone loves taking moon photos. I don't know why. So, these cameras are nice. They're just not amazing. The best part of this camera setup is the selfie camera, which is actually really good and is improved a lot. The other cameras are okay. At night, actually, the night photos, I didn't actually think that was that good. Can you see some green hues and some noise and everything, I didn't really like the quality. I felt it was really low, and it wasn't like that on One UI 6.0 or One UI, it wasn't like this. So I don't really like the quality of the night photos. It's really disappointing, actually. But apart from that, look, it's a good phone. The best part of this phone is the charging, the screen, and the cameras in general. The processor is meh. If you live in the USA or countries that sell the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 model, just buy this. If you find it for like $7.99 maybe. But otherwise, if you live in other countries, just try to find a nice deal, maybe around $500 or $600. Otherwise, it's not really worth buying. In general, Samsung made a step forward this year, but 2 steps backwards in terms of the processor, and the cameras are still the same. So I wish Samsung improves that.